Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Monday, the show that puts glennzb up your periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world and the world to New Zealand. And if you found me, it's a whole new world. I've got the new 230 here, which gives us the ability to live stream out to Facebook. I could do it to YouTube. Let me know in the comment section whether you prefer me to do it on YouTube and not Facebook. If you're here, I'm thinking you prefer Facebook, just quietly. The YouTube people aren't commenting because I'm not doing it to YouTube. Anyway, this has all got very complicated very quickly. Let's carry on. Hey, so I don't understand. I get an injection. It's supposed to help fend off any viruses this winter, and now the next thing I know, the worst one ever is out there, and it's affecting hospitals in England. I mean, I know it's a computer virus, but surely, I mean, it really hurt. My arm was sore for terrible dad joke. Let's move on. Great work, Warriors. Just when I thought you had come up with all the ways to lose, you found another one. I don't think I've ever can recall you being up by so much and then just not coming out in the second half. I've seen games where you haven't come out at all, but to come out for the first half and just let the other team score at will. Kudos. Well done. Great. Great. I really enjoyed this morning. Sometimes you hear something that on the news that, although it shouldn't, it does make you laugh. The Children's Commissioner, Andrew Beecroft, was on our show this morning. He's also quoted in the news because troubled youths, some of the residences where they are being housed, it looks like they might be a bit dodgy and there's some abuse going on. And in one bulletin, Andrew Beecroft said, we had an actual recording of him saying, and I quote, there have been allegations of some assaults and fight clubs. Except he didn't say it like that. He ran the word some and the word assaults together quite quickly. He said it quite quickly. And so I thought for just a little moment, there had been allegations of some assaults and fight clubs. And that sounds amazing! So some kind of illicit gymnastics ring going on somewhere involving our troubled youths. And unfortunately that wasn't the case. But anyway, did you have to be there? Maybe. Is there too much tunnel talk going on? For those of you not in Auckland, you perhaps don't care, but there's this thing called the Waterview Tunnel. And this will allow Aucklanders easy access to different parts of Auckland where before they've had difficult, troubled access. It means people from the North Shore, for instance, might be able to get to the airport in time to actually catch their plane. Now, this... I'm so frustrated I can't even talk. Apparently the Waterview Tunnel is finished and yet still not open. And nobody's really been able to explain why this is the case. So the rumour mill is really running red hot. There's been some talk that the ventilation system is not working correctly, and so they're trying to fix that. There's been some other talk that there's a problem with the kind of concrete they've used and the formula they've used, and it's not as concretey as you might like. Personally, I like the third option, which is we've got a Wellington on-ramp situation here. Now, if you'll go back into the distant past of glennzb TV, there was a motorway on-ramp that was built, and Auckland Transport couldn't decide whether or not they were going to actually open it, whether it was going to be open all day, whether they'd actually let people use it. What we've got here is an Auckland Transport power play. People, stand up, rise up, demand that tunnel is open and we can actually start using it. Why should Auckland Transport be allowed to keep it to themselves? Finally, no more McDonalds for the glennzb family ever again. We went to McDonald's twice over the weekend because we had to go on a long car trip. We tried to have dinner there on Saturday night, which involved domestic manager ordering a very expensive salad. They spent quite a long time narrowing down what kind of dressing she would like. When she opened the box, There was no dressing. It was some chicken and some lettuce and some tomato, and that was it. And then, on the way home, we just called in for coffee, and it took 20 minutes. Whatever happened to the 60-second guarantee, McDonald's? You and your fancy touchscreen customizable order displays has slowed things down, it hasn't sped things up, and I'm not happy. Basically, I'm just trying to get free nuggets from Wendy's like that kid who tweeted about them. Is that going to happen, Wendy's? I am Glenn ZB. Thank you so much for having me inside your virtual world for the very first time. These are exciting times, people. We will see you back here again tomorrow, as long as it worked. If not, we'll try something else.